Okay. I really don't know what these are, but okay.
What you understood about women that it took you late in life to understand?
Something similar to what you was thinking. I was like, they crazy, but then as I got older, they made me realize I was the crazy one.
What you...
Man, I'm gonna give you a little tip. Pause. You remember when you were going back and forth with me, and and this is gonna sound like hate. It's not hate. Y'all still have to develop your core audience. People do know y'all, but you got to develop your core audience. Don't take this as this. Like, bruv, a little bit of this is theatrics, Mano or Chano. Like, I know you're probably at home, like, wiping off your guns saying you're gonna kill me, but relax. If you plan to do this a long time, we're probably gonna go back and forth a lot of times. Okay. You hurt my feelings one day, or I hurt your feelings for the next 10 days. It's okay. But I just want to give you a little bit of advice, because I'm watching your engagement, and your engagement is very low unless you're beefing. I just want to let you know. I remember when you were posting about me, there was 5,000 people in your comments. And you probably said, you're the algorithm, like how 50's saying. No, you're not. You see, when you're talking about your regular podcast topic, 333 likes.
What you understand?
And you didn't just drop it right now. It's 2 hours ago. Just let you know, it's a reason why 50 is even engaging with you. I'm giving you the secret sauce. What 50 is good at is that 50's used beef to promote everything in his life. When 50's engaging with y'all, always think, what the fuck is he selling next? Because when 50 starts meddling in the mud with a bunch of piglets, that means Fifth got something he wants to shift attention to. The problem with y'all is that, you're beefing with Fifth. First you started with me, then y'all did a podcast about it. You did pretty decent views, I guess. Now you're beefing with Fifth. Now you think people want to hear about your past relationship. No, we don't. Unless you're talking about 50 Cent on this shit and what he's doing to the senior citizens. He got y'all homeless. He got y'all climbing through windows. He got y'all with space heaters and rubbing two pieces of wood together, hoping to create fire like the caveman. We don't want to watch, okay, unfortunately. See? I just want to show you some examples. You posted 50 here, 3,600 comments. Posted 50 here, 2,900 comments. You posted you here, 26 comments. You posted you here, 207 comments. You posted this, 6,000. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe you need to follow the 54 mil. Okay. Follow the 54 mil. Okay. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like Israel. 50 is taking over the beef with what we made on them. Thank you, Fifth. I love you. They try to bully me, 50 start bullying them. The world is fair, isn't it? Okay. Chat, give me some shit to talk about, man. Why I heard Rick Rose and Gunplay. What's going on with Ricky Rose and Gunplay? Rick Ross Gunplay. Let's rap about it, y'all. Let's rap about it. All right. Should I click this Chigs Smooth video? I'm a little bit weary of Chigs recently. I feel like Chigs is starting to editorialize and starting to spice shit up that wasn't there. Like he said, like I guess it's my fault really, but he's the one who had me thinking Mealy Mall called me a liar. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, like, I said it on this nigga. Come to find out, that was just Chigs just trying to get a title, right? But Rick Ross responds to Gunplay calling him out. Okay, I'm gonna click on another channel, respectfully.
Make sure you
okay, who's this guy?
Doing everything.
Okay, here we go.
At this young age and pursuing rap, where a lot of time rap requires you to leave the streets alone.
Yeah.
To focus. Was it hard for you to juggle these two things?
Oh yeah, for sure. Cause it just felt like this. And I'm gonna be totally honest and transparent, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't the type of nigga to sit here and sugarcoat shit. But when it was Raw's turn, and we was on the road, and we was doing everything, and then when everybody was a group effort. When it was Gunplay's turn, it was crickets. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it was hard for me. What you want me to do? Nobody's. It's like I got hit records. Nobody's giving me a budget. Nobody's doing nothing. So what you want me to fucking do?
Hit.
What would you like me? What would you like me to do? Do more? Do more? Give another hit record and do more and never get no money? Or would you? What you want me to see is go back in these streets and go ahead and tap these pockets,
right?
Like I have to do. You see what I'm saying? Like this is what I did. This is what I didn't want to do.
Right.
Okay, so look like this feels like an artist who, a lot of artists are at this stage of their career now, or let me say lack of career, where they're no longer viable rap artists, and in this podcast era, they're now speaking about themselves, and people have all the same questions. What happened? Now, the hardest thing to say is that I was a junkie. I was never that good. I really couldn't rap. I got lucky. The easiest thing to say is, well, other people didn't do this or looked past me or ignored me or didn't give me the alley-oop, and that's why I'm not there. So I'm wondering if that's the route he's going to go with it. Let's hear.
Right. You see what I'm saying? But since niggas don't understand and niggas want to be, okay, we don't know who Gunplay is. Fuck, nigga, give me that chain. Let me get all that because I'm back. You see what I'm saying? That was literally a cry for help for real when I look back and see that now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me get that.
Right.
Let me get that. So
you showing them like I really would do this.
Yeah, push me back in the street. So I mean, what you really want me to do? Like, I'm for everything. I was down for the program for over 10, 15 years. And it's my turn. And then nobody lifted a finger, made a phone call or nothing for the old boy. You see what I'm saying? So what you want me to fucking do?
Now, is he saying Ross directly? Because here's how it went down. Gunplay signed to MMG. MMG was on Atlantic at a point, and then I think eventually went over to like Epic.
That's crazy because you had some killer features.
And by the way, W podcast hosts, I don't know really who these guys are, but when you interview somebody like Gunplay, we love you, but they're giving you the gas that nobody ever says these things. Man, you had some fire ass shit, man. Niggas, that's how you get the nigga to talk shit. Like, this is an interview trick, right? Like, you got the nigga in front of you that shouldn't even be being a. You just start gassing, man. Yo, you really should have been the guy. You had the most talent. Really, like, niggas was fucking with you. Niggas in the streets loved you. You done gas them to the moon at that point. Now they ready to talk shit. Now they about to give you your podcast. This is when you look over your producer and he says, this is where the clippers come in. He about to give you all the clips. Man, you had some fire shit. So, here you go.
Looking in, but then when I'm signed to a label like Maybach Music, I'm my hands tied. It's all.
Here you go. Clips is coming. This is where the clips. Yo, chat. I'm telling you, I do this shit for a living, gang. Yo, if I want a clip, just gas them up. Like, yo, man, like low key. Maybach Music after Ross, we really needed a gritty nigga. Like, we needed you. Like, I never was cool with like a Wale Stally type of nigga. Like, yo, why they bring on Omarion? Yo, they should have dumped all the bread into you. You had the story. You was like that. Yo, you had that raw, rugged shit. Man, they dropped the ball, man. And you had that one joint everybody was fucking with. Man, you done glaze this nigga so much, he about to drop 83, nigga. Bam Adebayo, he about to give you the clips right now. You right, nigga. I was on MMG. I don't know why. Ross must have been eating too much Wingstops. That nigga didn't. Thank you. Clip.
All up on the big dog. And then if he don't want to get me a budget, then he won't get me a budget.
You and your boss aren't close anymore?
Okay. I was about to say, respectfully, this is man talk. Shut the fuck up, okay? Because you about to fuck up my clip. I would have kicked all the girls off the podcast. Because one of the popular things, like, I'm going to give you a little secret about me. So, for example, I'll even give you with A$AP Rocky. So, A$AP Rocky, I know we got to get to the Drake shit. But A$AP, we could have a good interview before. Now, I don't want to make this the Drake interview. So, let me get through all the shit where you've been at. Case, you have kids, family. We're going to get through all of that. But when I get to Drake and Beef, I got about an hour left. So now, you know, I think he actually did have something to do. I could see my assistant, she off camera. She's giving me the wrap-up symbol. She put up her phone with shit on it. Like, she's saying all type of shit. Gang, when I done buttered you up for an hour and 30 minutes, this next hour, I don't care if you late for whatever. Y'all gotta cut my cameras off for me to stop questioning. And at that point, nigga, I'm tunnel vision. So, yo, they're making monkey signs. They're waving at me. They're doing this. He gotta go. No, he don't. These are the real questions I'm asking right now. These are the real questions. The only person, Dirk was fired with it because I was like, I'm gonna give Dirk, this is how I do my interviews. I'm gonna give you a regular interview and then I'm gonna get to the messy shit. Big Act gotta get to the messy shit. All right, what's good? Yo, what's good with you and Keith, man? Like, yo, you hanging out with the niggas who robbed him? What's up? We gonna get to it. So when I get to that part, I look at my producers, they know me. Like, sometimes my assistant be talking to their manager like, yeah, you know, I'm giving him the wrap-up sign. He just won't stop. I'm not stopping, nigga. I'm gonna get the interview. But this is where, like, if there's anybody that interrupt, I'm telling them, shut the fuck up. This is ISO ball. This is why I get paid the big bucks. Shut up. So, but Shorty asked the right question because I was gonna ask her, wait, you and Ross not cool? I was gonna gas it. If I'm in here, I'm gassing it. So she asked the right question. But normally, if she says some bullshit, I'm over. But she asked the right question.
I ain't gonna lie, like, not really. As of lately, nah. I'm, you know what I mean? But, you know.
Oh, you
Don't
giving it
talk
up?
at all.
Nah.
Was there anything that the industry?
Okay. Maybe she belong on the pod. My bad, Shorty. I didn't mean to disrespect you because you're a woman. Sometimes I just be thinking I did it look cute. I'm there to be messy. Straight up.
did to you that you've never publicly said out loud?
Say that one more time.
Was there anything that the industry did to you that you've never actually?
Oh, I would have boxed her out now. Like, I'm glad I didn't say the B word. Shorty, you got the question. Yo, we're interviewing Gunplay in 2026. You finally asked the question that we probably sat here for an hour waiting to ask, that we don't look corny by just like interjecting it at a random point. And when he gives us the answer that says, ask 55 more follow-up questions, you're ready to move on to, is there anybody in the industry? No. As soon as he say you're not cool with Ross, I'm gaslighting it. Damn, word, what? Nigga, I thought you was Ross' #1 shooter. Like, straight up, I'm on that. Like, yo, I thought you were Ross' #1 shooter. Like, yo, I just seen like when, yo, he gave you a gift, like you was in the with your wife. Like, nah, not Ross. I'm gassing the gang. I'm getting them clips straight up.
Publicly said out loud.
I mean, I could go in. I could guess.
You gotta shut her up right here and just focus on Ross. Ross, I love you, but I'm like, nigga, this is my job. I'm ISOing it.
They had me motherfucking, they had me selling my publishing, basically sold my publishing for.
Ross did that? Nigga, I'm gassing this.
For $50,000. They gave me $25,000 up front. We never did a second Triple C album for me to get the other $25,000, but I still ended up paying back $50,000.
What?
Yeah. Sony ATV, this is facts. And then my first album that I dropped, Matt Middleton and a bitch named Megan Price that was managing me at the time, they thought I was cooked.
Yeah. Yo, when a nigga does, I'm telling you, when a nigga does an interview like this, he ready to give up the tea. You just gotta get it, bro. Just heat up the kettle.
So what they did was amend my contracts, so my back end of $75,000 for my first fucking album, it went to them. So I got fucked for that. So fuck Matt Middleton, fuck Megan Price, and everybody who put potholes in my road to success.
Thanks.
Because when that karma knocking, I just hope that you dressed. You see what I'm saying? That's it, my nigga.
Because it's crazy because you see
That's wild.
how you front line shit. You played the soldier position. You know what I'm saying, when it came to MMG.
Gas it.
Niggas knew if you fucking with Ross, you fucking with Gunplay. It was just like you didn't have. If you gonna say some shit about this man gonna
That
follow
shit don't
up.
count in the industry though, son.
And then you get a hit record. I'm on the outside looking in. I don't know nothing. It just feels like once you get a hit, I can understand if you dropping duds and then your man like, bro, this just ain't it, dog.
And we had yams.
You gotta keep working.
We had yams, straight yams. That was the
Yams
first
was
one. That
hard,
was
yeah.
my first record that everybody. Come on now, you know what I'm saying? It didn't make the Deeper Than Rap album. I was told to put on that Deeper Than.
Oh, actually, MMG was under. I apologize. They were under Def Jam, low key.
On that record to put.
It's just that Meek was on Atlantic.
Shout out Deeper Than Rap, promoting the album, thinking it's gonna be on the album. Nah, that was just promoting the album. Thank you. Going about your business. You see what I'm saying? So that was the first one, and the next one was Rolling. You know what I'm saying? Waka Flocka.
When that shit hit around tax time, bro.
Exactly.
That was
you know what I'm saying? And then
that was my fucking record.
Debbie stopped that one, along with nobody wanting to get a budget for me. So Debbie stopped that one. She said she had gave that to Ross and not me, but I got it and turned it into a hit record. It wasn't a real hit record. I had to spice it up. You know, ain't no shade on Waka. That's my dog, but let's be honest here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done turned this shit into something different, bro. You feel me? So, that's Waka Mama.
Waka Mama, yeah.
Yeah. Debbie is Waka Mama. You know what I'm saying?
Deborah
so she ain't clear that one. And then
my best friend today is a Mexican. I fell in love with Mexican women before. The food is bomb. It's just the culture. It's just something I fuck with heavy. You know what I'm saying? I'ma always show them love. They grind, they hustle. It's just something to set a light on sometimes.
Why do I never have my? That's why.
Let's keep it.
God damn, I
real.
never had my shit. That's. Why my
When it comes
retention
to blacks,
is
whites, Asians,
nowhere to be found.
out of
Cause I
all
never got my
races.
motherfucking shit on.
the Latinos, the Hispanics, bro, it's like
Estúpida.
they frown upon, like they're
Okay.
number 4 in the race
It's enough,
all the time, and it's always
yelling
been
at
like that.
myself.
But really,
Alright.
they the most hardworking, the most creative.
You love them like that?
You know what I'm
Is
saying?
they do?
And yeah. Viva la Mexico! We finna get to this video though. Shout out to y'all. Hey, and another thing, bro. Patreon link in the description. I got some videos over there, especially hood vlogs that I did not upload. I didn't, bro. We finna get cracking though. This it's that video.
In 2001, a man by the name of David Zink was involved in a minor car crash with a woman named
He
Amanda
got the
Morton.
bullet with it.
David Zink failed to brake far enough back and crashed into Morton's car from behind. Immediately after the crash, Morton
Yes,
phoned
by
police to inform them
process
of the
of
incident,
elimination.
telling them that her car was still running and appeared to be
You're the
driving.
most local on that.
However, that was the last time she was ever heard from. When police arrived later,
Bro stole her. Or kidnapped her, I should say. And with a lot of serial murders or whatever they look, bro. A female, I keep telling y'all all the time, y'all most vulnerable when y'all by yourself. You go outside, bro. It's not a guarantee. And it's for everybody, but especially a female. It's not a guarantee you're gonna make it back to your house. Ain't nothing guaranteed. I'm talking about 100%. Y'all looked at as weak, especially when it comes to predators, bro. One of the maneuvers they do, especially when it's late at night, they will bump your car just so you can get out in a minor traffic little accident or whatever. Think you finna talk to them, get their registration, whatever, y'all communicate. That's not the case, bro. Gonna knock you out, put you in this car and leave. I'm not lying, bro. You gotta be aware on all cylinders when you a woman. It might sound cold, but it's life. Keep telling y'all better stop acting like y'all don't live in the same world that I live in, bro. It's for real out here.
Later at the scene of the crime, they found that her engine was still running, and she had vanished, leaving all of her personal belongings inside of her car.
So if her engine was still running, boom, she got hit from the back. What the f is what she's saying, bro? Listen to what they said.
Was ever heard from, and appeared to be drivable. However, that was the last time she was ever heard from. When police arrived later at the scene of the crime, they found that her engine was still running, and she had vanished, leaving all of her personal belongings inside of her car.
To everybody that drive, think about what just happened. She got hit from the back. This is what we all would do, bro. So when somebody hit you, what the f? You put it in park, boom, you hop out. You don't put it in park, grab your purse, your phone, your wallet, then walk to see who, you know what I'm saying? No, she put it in park, she hopped out, a boy snatched her and left the car running. Goodbye to her, bro. He did that on purpose. And to think about it with y'all, it's not like a gang. It's not like a hood, bro. Don't go over here, you're gonna get banged on, you're gonna get robbed, you're gonna get shot, whoop, whoop, whoop. It's not like that. When females get kidnapped and all that be random. You could be coming from the store, the babysitter, your house, work, Magic Mountain, the car wash. It's random. That's why it's so scary, bro. It's not like you could say, I'm not going over here because they're going to kidnap me. I'm not going over here because they're going to rape me. No. That happens everywhere. Every inch of this motherfucking planet, bro.
Morton's photo was quickly spread across multiple local news stations, and a statewide manhunt began. A few hours later, a local hotel manager recognized her photo and phoned police. He informed them of David Zink, who had signed in at a hotel earlier that day. According to the manager, the woman was with him, though from his report, it doesn't appear as though she was in any major distress.
She was scared.
The hotel sign-in sheet led police to Zink's home, where he confessed to kidnapping and murdering Morton. He then led them to a cemetery a short distance away, where he had tied her to a tree, broken her neck, strangled her, stabbed her, and then stuffed her mouth.
Oh my God. Bro put her in a cemetery. He did this before. This is not his first time. Every time somebody do something like this and they get caught, it's not their first time doing it. It's just their first time in getting caught. Then he goes and take her to the cemetery. Like he burying her and he had his own little, you know what I'm saying? Throw the book at him. I don't get That's why I be saying ghost for president, and I be for real when I be saying that, because I don't get how these fools able to get them a shower, 3 square meals a day. They still able to breathe. Like, bro, he would have been done. He would have got tortured for like 5 or 6 months, and then I would have offed him. I would have had to off, you know what I'm saying? She didn't deserve that, bro. She walked in the hotel room. She didn't seem distraught. That's because that man told her, I will kill you, or he probably had a knife. You know what I'm saying? Very crazy.
Mouth with mud and leaves, burying her immediately afterward. Zink's confession was later backed by DNA analysis found on Morton's body, as well as hair samples found in Zink's truck and paint found on Morton's car. According to Zink, he killed Morton because he didn't want to return to prison, as he had been released only 5 months prior following a 20-year sentence for a crime that was strikingly similar to this one.
What was it?
After hearing his case, state officials wanted Zink to receive the death penalty, though Zink's lawyer didn't want
Crime similar to that one, so therefore he did it before and y'all let him out. GFP goes for president. Therefore, he did it before and y'all let him out. Family should be able to sue, bro. And if I was the president, I'd get $100 million. Because money don't account to nobody's life, especially a loved one after they get killed by a widow like this. So at the same time,
Nice.
why go ahead and award her $1 million, $50,000, $2 million? Let's just go ahead and throw it off. Money don't mean nothing. Ain't gonna
Those
bring it
good
back.
chess.
But hopefully one day, this is the thing about somebody passing away, bro. This thing about somebody passing away. Time heals pain.
That's the
You know what I'm
vibe, I
saying?
think.
It really do.
We just
And what I
sitting
mean by that
sideways,
is
just
the first
lighting
day
up
you
the
find out they
day.
passed.
I don't even know, but I
work
can say
all
I had
day.
a good day.
For the
Lighting
next
up the smoke.
probably
Getting
month,
all these
24/7. You can't think about
queens,
nothing. You don't want to go
kings,
to work. You
that's
don't want to go
why,
to the shower. I'm talking
man,
about a real
sitting
love.
sideways.
You don't want to do none of that, bro. But after a while, instead of thinking about them 24 hours a day, you're going to think about them for 20 hours a day. And then it goes down to 16 hours a day, then 14 hours a day, then 12. You know what I'm saying? You will never, ever, ever forget them, bro. You never will forget them. So when it do get down to that, you only thinking about it 12 hours a day. I got $100 million and 12 other hours today I could use to spend this money. You know what I'm saying? Money don't bring back. Just give her the. This is the failed system, bro. She did not deserve it.
want this to happen. He brought Zink's case before the Supreme Court on several different occasions, requesting him to be removed from death row, though he was denied all 7 times. In regards to these hearings, State Governor Jay Nixon responded, stating, after serving a prison sentence for his crimes committed in Texas, David Zink abducted, sexually assaulted, and murdered Amanda Morton. These acts were brutal and horrifying, and a jury determined that the appropriate punishment for her murder was the death penalty. The guilt of David Zink and his crime is unquestioned, and my denial of clemency upholds the jury's decision. As this matter proceeds to its conclusion, I ask that the people of Missouri remember Amanda Morton and keep her family in their thoughts and prayers.
Why they even...
Attorney General Chris
Bro, why they gotta even write all this? Throw the book at him. Amanda Morton got killed over a fucking loser, bro. Or by a loser. How cute she is, bro. She had her whole life ahead of her. She had kids, a job. She ain't no loser. She wasn't no crackhead, wasn't no smoker. I can see by her face, bro. On her way to somewhere or coming from somewhere. They got this whole, well, David Zink did this and the jury upholding the government. Fuck. Jane, what the hell are you doing? What they say the government name? Jane, what? Damn.
Foster then followed the statement, adding, the horror and fear 19-year-old Amanda Morton must have felt after being kidnapped by David Zink is truly unimaginable.
19.
David Zink callously took a young woman's life, and it's fitting he pay by losing his own.
Taking anybody's.
Ultimately, in 2015, David was put to death.
Yes, sir.
Take a look at his chilling confession video, recorded by police just a short while after he was detained.
You're trying to decide which way to do it.
Yeah, it's probably cold-blooded.
In my mind, I still probably easiest way to break her neck, and so I told her to look up. She said, up where? I said, up there. When she looked up, I broke her neck.
Smiling over it.
Wild.
I'm glad they went ahead and offed him and killed him. He said, I told her,
motherfuckers
look
out
up,
here.
look
It's
where.
weird that
And when
it's
she
a
did, I
good
broke her
thing
neck.
that they have these videos. It's scary
You
as
hear this
fuck.
fool. Rest in
But
peace
it's a
to
good
her,
thing they
man. Her
have
family
them
gotta
so
watch this.
people actually
That was no reason.
remember
19,
that they're out there.
19, bro.
Scary motherfuckers don't give a.
She just got out. Thought she was finna
Bring your
exchange
neck, I
insurance
swear.
information.
When the eye.
Damn. Here today and gone tomorrow. I told y'all this before, I'm gonna tell y'all again. They say up in life, and this is everybody that's over the age of 21 and older. By the time you hit 21 years old, at the car wash, in traffic, you in line at McDonald's, you go pick your kid up from school, you go to work, you at the DMV, and somebody sitting next to you. In your life, you encountered a rapist, a killer, and a kidnapper. You just didn't know who it was. And they say about 4 to 7 times. You just don't know who they are, bro. This world is crazy. Now imagine you closer to 30 years old. You in your mid-30s.
31.
Y'all women be careful out there, man, because y'all pray.
I already met hell
Sorry
of
to
those
say it.
motherfuckers, yeah.
Y'all pray. Especially the ones, and I'm sorry to say this, especially them real cute ones that want to show off all that skin, them tights on, them dresses with the little crop tops, lip gloss, and you want to get in your, with no protection, no gun, no security, no boyfriend, no brother, no nothing. They will watch you and follow you until they can get you, bro. I am not lying. Predators are the most patient motherfuckers you will ever meet or you will ever
real
see.
Homies with you.
It's a predator.
Or self-defense.
That word didn't come out the air, bro. Predators, as humans, is just like they are in the jungle, bro. A lion, a pound, whatever. They will watch you until they can get you. To the women out here, y'all are prey. To the young women out here, y'all pray. Move accordingly.
Damn.
For real, man.
How did you do that?
Just snapped her with your hands, yes.
With my hands.
That's when I took out the knife and I cut her. I just poked the knife in her neck and then cut it. So, to make sure that she was
Done.
going to remain that way. And I'm under the firm belief she didn't know where she was at. Because if she had, she would have known that there was no barn back here. I mean, common sense would tell you this guy, and he's got you pulled up in front of a damn cemetery.
I don't know why it took so long on that.
She's scared.
Walking you through the damn woods back here, what do you think's going to happen?
Common sense to tell you,
I'll
you
take
coming in
that
front
rook,
of
I swear. Go ahead.
to what he said.
That shit was gonna
I'm
do
walking you
anything.
through the damn woods back here, what do you think's going to happen?
She knew what was
I'll take
going to
that.
happen. She was probably panicking. She's scared. She's
Why'd you move the
19. She
queen
did
then?
not know she came across. Rest in peace to her, man.
Number 4. In June of 2008, two
always talk
armed
that
men
shit, though.
entered
They
a
gotta
small
stop.
music recording studio and opened fire on 2 aspiring Christian musicians in a robbery attempt that only
Y'all
netted
kill guys rappers,
$2.
bro. What the
The
hell?
2 assailants, James Brodney and Demarius Cummings, were quickly apprehended as they fled in the victim's car. Once in police custody, Brodney informed police that they had robbed the studio, expecting it to be occupied by, quote, rich white folks. He then added that prior to leaving, he made sure the 2 men were dead. He then proceeded.
Yeah, bro, look like a hater. You gonna go up in there and rob some Christian rappers. And at the same time, everybody know if they rich white folks ain't finna keep no money on them. Probably gonna get a Rolex. If they had that. This is a Christian studio, bro. I don't be understanding fools sometimes. Like, I guess that just come with age and time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not for to sit right here and act like when I was younger, I didn't think robbing was cool, because you get it by any means. It's not like you got weirdos where they want to, when they think about robbing, they thinking about hurting the person they robbing. Then you got people when they thinking about robbing, they thinking about the item. No matter who got it, we want the item, let you go. If it's in a car, if it's on a person, if it's in a house, if it's in, You know what I'm saying?
How? Oh, dang.
But trying to
he
rob
missed
Christian
it.
rappers, bro.
Oh,
When you,
he missed it. Okay, think though. Think. He missed it.
I bet you he believe in God. I just don't. I don't get people sometimes, bro. Rich white folks. No.
By giving a step-by-step account of what happened, stating, "I just blanked out. I shot him and he stumbled back. I shot the driver. He hit the ground, but he leaned up like he was going to try to get back up, so I shot him. Then I shot his homeboy again, but he was still trying to run off. I knew he was going to die anyway, but just to make sure, pop. I kind of regret what I did, but things can't change, so no use crying over it." Cummings later informed officers of a similar story, adding, "We didn't plan to shoot nobody and nothing like."
He got that hood mentality. Growing up, well, I know in my area, you know what I'm saying?
God.
If it happened, ain't no use to crying for it. Tears can't bring it back. Tears can't make it come back. I don't care what happened. And by him saying that, bro, he just a young demon. He look like he of age, and he just ain't got it yet. There's a lot of people out there that think they thugs and they banging. There's a lot of y'all watching this. I'm telling you right now, you ain't none of that, bro. You just bad. That's it. You not outside for real. Because you hold a pistol, you be with your homies. Right? There ain't none of that. That's a little boy, and I don't care how old you is, whether you 25, 35, 45, you still outside banging, trying to inflict harm on another motherfucker. Grow up. Because ain't nothing coming from that but you getting smoked or going to the pen. A lot of y'all fools is not gangsters, bro. Remember that. I don't care how many you not. Real gangsters for real. And I know y'all hear it all the time, like, real gangsters is when they take care of his family. He don't need to be a thug. I'm going back to the gangbanging aspect of it. To the mob, to the gang. Real gangsters, like the mob, real gangsters, like people that started Crips, they took care of their family. So y'all out here just gangbanging and not take real gangsters. And I ain't talking about the square type, how they want to put it. I'm talking about real gangbangers that's out here banging. The real ones take care of their family, bro. They take care of their family, bro. They take care of their family, bro. We know that was not no fucking glitch. I'm just trying to get it through y'all niggas' heads, man. This shit ain't it. Take care of your family. It's not doing life in prison. They taking care of you now. Helping your kid grow out. You know what's crazy? You fools get life in prison when your son, your daughter is 8, 9 years old, 11 years old, 12 years old. Why they kill you up in prison? Then they grow up. Now they put money on your books from their job that they got, bro. Can't wait till my dad get out. He's been locked up since I was a kid. I've been through it. I'm through it now. My daddy doing life in prison for murder, bro. I remember talking to him as a kid. And now today, money on his books. It's like that, bro. Life is crazy.
Like that. No, I take that back. I did tell him he probably had to pop them a few times or whatever. I did, but still, I didn't think he was going to do it. I ain't never seen nobody die like that, you know? It kind of shocked me, you know what I'm saying? I was shook. I feel really bad. I feel it was wrong, what we did. Following this, a small news outlet caught up with James Brodney to perform an interview as well as a video confession. Have a look.
Let's go out there where the rich white folks stay. You know what I'm saying? Rob one of them. You know what I'm saying? So we get out there. So we walking through the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? And shit, somebody, I guess the mother who was on the passenger side of the car, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We finna get ready to leave. I went back and asked, like, man, y'all got one of y'all got a cigarette? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So he went to go reach for it, pulled the pistol.
And that's the reason why, bro. A lot of people don't trust that bullshit. That's why they don't trust. Hey, can I use your phone? Do you have a cigarette? Do you have a lighter? I ain't got nothing, bro. Especially if you in the neighborhood where you know they out of bounds. If you out of bounds, so you know they out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? There's no way I'm finna be on Florence and Normandy chilling at the gas station and two white boys in their mid-30s walk up on me with suits saying, "Excuse me, sir, can I use your phone? Can I make a phone call?" No, you can't use my phone. You the police, bro. You don't even look right over here. They didn't look right over there. And it looked like they still tried to look out for him, and this is why they don't look out, because listen to what he said. He said when he reached...
Cigarette, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So he went to go reach for it, pulled the pistol.
Yeah.
Shot him, shot the driver, or whoever the fuck he was. Shit. He like, the one I shot at first, he stumbled back, you know what I'm saying, like dropped, got back up like he was finna run. The one I hit second, you know what I'm saying, he raised up like he was finna do something, so I shot him in the head, you know what I'm saying. Then the other one, shit, shot him twice in the head, just to make sure,
Damn it.
You know what I'm saying, I don't need that.
Only because they tried to look out for your broke ass with a cigarette, bro. And still didn't rob him. Just think about robbing somebody. Once you smoke him, you be so scared and spooked after you smoked him, you don't even rob him no more, so you caught 2 bodies for no reason. Give him the penalty, please. The death penalty is what I'm talking about, bro. Fry him.
You know what I'm saying, lay that shit down.
Fry him.
Number 3.
It's crazy.
In November of 2007, a man by the name of Daniel Furlong abducted, assaulted, and murdered an 11-year-old girl named Jodi Perrick. According to Furlong, he was outside cleaning his garage when he noticed the girl riding by on her bike. He then asked the girl to come into his garage, where he then assaulted her and tied her up behind a boat. He returned nearly an hour later and led the girl to his...
Like I said, this ain't like gangbanging, bro. It's not like, oh, I ain't going over here, I'm gonna get robbed. These fools is everywhere. I want y'all to do me a favor right now. Y'all got kids, right?
Come on.
Hey, bro, your girl live with you. You be at work sometimes. You mess with the homie. She at home by herself. Whatever the case. Right now, pull out your phone and see how many sexual predators live up in your neighborhood. When they go to jail for all this, which they do, they got to register as a sex offender. And when they register, it comes up on your phone. Do it real quick. Look at all these weirdos that live next to you. By your kids' school, bro. By the store you go to all the time, where you jog at, where you work out at, where you know what I'm saying? You gotta watch these fuckers right there. Deaf to all of them, please. To all of them.
Truck. He then put her inside and noticed a plastic shopping bag. He then placed the bag over her head and dumped her body nearby a cemetery, still gasping for air. He states that he doesn't understand his own motive behind the crime, and recalled that as soon as he had kidnapped the girl, he began to panic, not knowing what to do. Just a short while later, Jodi's mother discovered her daughter's lifeless body in the cemetery. After this, it took police nearly 8 years to identify Furlong as the killer.
And that's just the mom panicking, knowing when your baby supposed to be back home. Driving around, that's the worst fear in the world. My daughter is not around here. She might be dead. Let me check the fucking cemetery.
Yeah, that actually, yeah.
Worst nightmares come to your daughter in the cemetery, gone, lifeless. These is crazy,
I'd be scared
bro.
of my grandma.
And then the coldest part is he's able to get arrested and go to court and have a court date, plead, explain what happened. And then you get these weird-ass lawyers, which we need to hold them accountable for representing these motherfuckers. They need to go to court without no representation. Well, Ghost, that's the law. That shouldn't be the law. How this fool gonna do that to an 11-year-old and still have rights? The fuck wrong with y'all niggas? That's crazy, bro. This is the United States. This is crazy, bro. Go to a cell, get to eat, you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all don't know, when you do get the death penalty, it take them in between a period of 5 and 15 years to go ahead and give you that execution. What the hell? It's supposed to be tomorrow. As soon as you get it, as soon as you found guilty, it's supposed to be tomorrow. Word is crazy.
Once arrested, he confessed to the crime without much hesitation, stating, "I just thought I was in the clear." Apparently, Furlong lived just around the corner from Jodi's home, though he was never suspected as her killer until 2015.
Just around the corner. Check what I told you to check, please. Please. That's y'all kids outside playing while you kick back watching Netflix, kicking back smoking weed. Your kids out in the front, or you think they out in the front, they ain't there no more. Check. Check.
When Furlong attacked another young...
The cold thing about it is, they have these fools register as sex offenders to be in the community. Instead of letting all these fools be in one community by yourself. When you get out, you can only live in this area. If not, you either can go back to jail or move out of town and move to another area where they got sex. You know what I'm saying? Well, all these fools can't live together. How you gonna put them right next to me and my family? We just got our first house, just married with our first baby. And now you want to put, what the hell? GFP, man, goes for president, fast. GFPF, fast. AF, goes for president, fast as fuck. Straight to the head. Look at this nigga. Don't even care nothing about his existence. Where the fuck is your lip at? You loser.
Where's your
crazy.
lip?
Young girl. The girl thankfully managed to escape, and after reporting the attack to police, he was heavily questioned, where they ultimately linked him to Jody's murder, reporting stating, "I just thought I was in the clear." Apparently, Furlong lived just around the corner from Jody's home, though he was never suspected as her killer until 2015, when Furlong attacked another young girl.
Damn.
The girl thankfully managed to escape, and after reporting the attack to police, he was heavily questioned, where they ultimately linked him to Jody's murder.
And the only reason I was just finna say that, and the only reason they found him because he tried again. If not, he would have stayed up in that house. These fools, that temptation don't go away, bro. They up here looking for victims. They looking for kids while they out in the streets. That's what they do. They predators. So you mean to tell me after you catch them and lock them up, that's gonna make them not want to do it? No, while they locked up the whole time, that's all they thinking about doing, bro. They ain't around no women. To them, that's still women. When they get out, they gonna do it again. But what y'all have them do, register as a sex offender, and they cool. Burn these fools.
Murder. Furlong, age 65 at the time, was then charged with second-degree murder.
Last time I had a cigarette was probably August 10th. Asked this girl to come over to help me move some stuff. She got off her bike, came up to the house. That's when I grabbed her, took her in the garage, threw her in the back of this boat that was in the garage. Her hands were behind her back. She said, "Will you let me go?" And I said, "I can't let you go, honey." So I got her out of the boat. At that time it was dark out. Got her in my truck. I thought, now what am I going to do?
Why did you put the bag on her head?
I don't know. I don't even know why. About that time I was panicking. But so I just wanted to get out of there.
You wasn't panicking, fool.
Number 2.
Burn them.
In June of 2017, a 14-year-old girl, along with her boyfriend who was also 14, murdered her mother and younger sister.
Whoa.
After a lifelong belief that her mother favored her sister over her. The two were dubbed the Twilight Killers.
I can't believe
That is real life, bro. You always hear parents. I don't love my kids. I don't love one more than the other. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's how it should be. But at the same
Not
time, bro,
supposed to
you got
lose
that up in the
games
household.
like that.
One of the
That's
kids would
crazy.
come out looking better than the other one. The mama hate the dad, the kid coming out looking just like the dad, so they hate
That's
them.
nuts.
One of them is excelling,
How do I
excelling
take more
academically.
time?
The other one dumb as shit. One of them up in sports. He about to go to college. Then he got ambitions of that, like NBA, NFL. It's there. The other one, not so much, bro. And
That's
that will, bro, create jealous and envy in the house. Mom, daughter, brother, sister, daddy. It will. I did a video like this. I want y'all to, well, I don't want y'all to do it, but I did a video called Twin Murderers, I think. These two twins off their mama, bro.
Twins, Basil. Twins.
They own mama, bro.
Slashed the mother and daughter's vocal cords before killing them so that they couldn't scream. In what turned out to be a chilling audio recording of Kim's
How they know how to
confession,
do
Kim
that?
states that her boyfriend was the one who actually initiated the attack. She says that she entered the
look
room
all
to
that
find her
shit up,
boyfriend
dude. You
smothering her
Google-
mother with a
you can
pillow.
Google anything.
She then watched the attack for about 10 minutes before ultimately
Obviously
cutting
knows
her
that,
own
but
mother's throat.
He's
They
probably
then
as high as
continued
that.
on to kill Kim's sister in a similar manner. After this, the couple then took a bath together in order to wash off the blood from the victims' bodies. They then settled in for the evening, watched the movie Twilight, and had sexual intercourse, with Kim's family still lying dead in the next.
Yeah, they some demons, bro. Some was sick, and in life today, especially the women that's watching, when y'all in love with us, we can make y'all do whatever we want. We can't do no wrong. If it's cheating, y'all want to believe it. We ain't got no job, no car, y'all will love us to death, bro. We can't do no wrong in your eyes. And females are just so, now that I think about it in all aspects of life, to where even when women didn't have no rights, and it's still like that today, I don't care what nobody say, they ain't got no rights really. Just victims of rape. That's how you feel? Mental abuse, bro. Y'all got it so bad. And I feel sorry for y'all. And it's not like y'all got the strength of a man to go ahead and fight off the fear. No matter how loud your voice is in this meeting room, on this intercom, it will never be louder than the man. That's how this world is structured. I'm sorry. I don't.
Like that.
I feel bad for y'all. I do. Keep y'all head up. Be careful. You know what I'm saying? Be on your P's and Q's. Because this world wants you bad. Real bad.
True. Police didn't find the family's bodies until 2 days after the attack, though as soon as they were tipped off, they arrested both Kim and her boyfriend, both of whom were charged with murder and sentenced to 20 years in prison.
Wow.
Take a listen to a clip from Kim's disturbing confession.
Is 14 too young? No, it's not. Penalty. Not even lying. I would have slapped the shit out of her little eye.
She was laying on her side, and I don't know really how he stabbed her, but he stabbed her through the neck. I went into the room to see what was going on because I heard like noises and stuff. So I just wanted to check if he was okay. He was on top of her.
Shit, I should have seen that.
With a pillow over her head.
So you helped?
Ever since like I was young, I've never gotten with my mum. I knew that she favoured my sister more than me. And even though she said that she didn't, I knew that she was lying.
Number 1.
World, bro. Crazy world, bro.
In 2016, a South Carolina realtor named Todd Coleb was arrested after allegedly keeping a young woman chained by her neck in a storage crate located in his backyard for more than 2 months. After the woman's rescue, police allege that Todd is likely involved in 7 additional cases, all of which resulted in murder. When police were tipped off about Todd, they quickly flocked to his address, where they
One thing about serial killers, bro, and I keep comparing them to gangbangers.
Oh,
I
I'm
don't know where I'm
surprised
coming with this
he
logic,
missed
but
that.
they not like gangbangers.
My
you know
night
what I'm
was
saying?
hanging.
You're not finna find
I did not
3
see
of these
that at all.
fools
Pawn.
living in the same neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? That haven't been caught yet. Of course, sex offense, register, whatever, but you're not finna find 3 of them. The reason why I say that is if he abducted a girl, right, put her in the backyard, tied her up to a tree, whatever he did, had her hostage for 2 months. When she got loose, found out who he was, and then seen all the other crimes in that neighborhood that was similar, we coming to bro. Like I said, it is very, very slim to where you'll find another person in that neighborhood that'll do that. If we found somebody that did this and she got away, he did the other ones and they didn't get away, bro. For real.
They found a 30-foot by 15-foot storage container in his backyard. Upon their arrival, they found 30-year-old Kala Brown screaming for help from inside the container.
Wow.
Capturing the entire event on body cameras, police sawed away at the door before ultimately breaking the lock free and rescuing Kala.
Shout out to Obama for them body cams. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have them motherfuckers right now. I'm being real.
Take a look at this extremely emotional footage that was captured of the event.
They got the
Do you know
footage.
where your buddy is?
Charlie.
Yes.
Wow.
You shot him? Who did?
Todd Colehep shot Charlie Carver 3 times in the chest, wrapped him in a blue tarp, put him in the bucket of the tractor, locked me down here, and I never seen him again.
Okay.
He says he's dead and buried. He says there's several bodies dead and buried out here, and he says that the dogs will be ruined if they go looking because there's red pepper.
She was ready to get out, bro. How long they had her?
Guilty to 7 counts of murder and many other charges.
How long they had her?
Kala Brown is
Look like a regular fool that be at Ace Hardware. You know what I'm saying? Look like a regular fool. And the reason why I say Ace Hardware, because he done went up in there to get all them tools. He had a tarp, a bucket. She was chained up. He had a 15 by 30 foot body. Damn. Like I said, you never know. And the cashier is one of them people I was talking about, to where you 21 and over and you encounter a serial killer. Whoever rung him up, guess what? They encountered him. That's what I'm saying, bro. You never know. Whoever rung him up, took his little punk ass money, he gave him his punk ass receipt.
Yeah, let's go.
Didn't even know they was encountering
As well as her boyfriend Charles Carver had been missing since October of 2016. Though after rescuing Kala, they found Charles's body buried in a shallow grave on the other side of Todd's property. Todd was obviously arrested immediately, and while in custody, he confessed to 4 additional murders, all of which took place at a motorcycle shop back in 2003. This had been the only quadruple homicide in the county's history, and had remained unsolved until this day. Todd then led police to 2 additional areas on his property where he had buried other victims, though he didn't reveal their identities. Following his confession, police found his statements to have been trustworthy.
Look at them fat ass arms. Look like he got rubber bands on the motherfucker, right? Look how he was standing in front of the judge and he's able to have his day in court. Ain't that crazy? No day in court. Goes for president. Fast as fuck. No day in court. Goes for president. Why is he standing there about to get a sentence? He gonna go there, go to sleep, and eat for a few.
Worthy and highly believable, and tied him to all 7 murders. Take a look at a clip from his confession.
I left college, left my class, drove to Bowling Springs, put the shoulder holster on at the CBS parking lot, and drove to the bike place.
You gotta be kidding me.
Got there.
Jesus, why do I always get caught up in
everybody
these?
was there. Sat on a few bikes, did my usual.
All the time, every game.
Time, and doing my best to make sure that the pain.
Don't he sound like a regular person? He sound like a regular person, bro. If you seen him and you heard him, he wouldn't even look like a serial. Y'all gotta stop trusting people. From now on, we ain't giving nobody no lighter. They can't use our phone. We ain't giving up no cigarette. Nothing in public. No excuse for us to give somebody anything or encounter us. We not finna be rude. Somebody say hi, you can say hi. They hold the door open for you, say thank you. Anything other than that, no. Like your shoes. Bitch, shut up. Don't even say nothing, just keep walking. Like, yeah, you like them. If he say you like your shoes, ain't no reason why you gotta say thank you. He already like them. And if he say he like them, you can't say, yeah, these are Jordans. He like them, so he know what they is already. The fuck? We ain't encountering no more strangers, bro, at all. Just cause of no more strangers at all. I wanna see y'all tomorrow. Or comment on the next video and like it and subscribe, notification bell. You know what I'm saying?
Customers were not there. This was during the time, as you know, that it was not busy. That shows time that was not after work, when I would have a lot of people in there. Did not want to shoot up people. Finally, all 4 showed up. From the sound, it sounded like there was nobody else there. Sitting on a black Kawasaki Katana, 600, I believe. It's a crap bike.
It's a crap bike.
Take it. At which point, the mechanic took the bike to the back to prep it.
Just because you don't ride it.
Sit around for a few moments. Sit around the middle. They were writing up paperwork. The building is very large. That's a 10,000 square foot building. Proceed to go to the back mechanics area where the mechanic was prepping the bike. Walked up, pulled out the Beretta, put the safety off, shot the mechanic twice.
For what?
Forward angle.
For what?
I immediately proceeded towards the front of the building. Okay. At that time, all 3, manager, owner, and the mom, had heard the gunshots, obviously. All of a sudden, I had 3 people in front of me. Mom was the closest, and I shot her 2 to 3 times in the chest. The owner and the manager ran for the door. Popped a few rounds.
I ain't judging nobody at all, bro. I ain't judging nobody at all, but you're not finna hit my mom's and I just ran. I gotta go with her or try to fight it. A lot of people don't know this about guns, all right? They can only shoot one person at a time. Y'all know that it was a little joke. But look, check this out. Me, I ain't telling y'all to do this, all right? Do not take my advice. Me, if I see this fool shooting, I'm going to charge him. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck.
If 3 people charge a shooter at one time, he not shooting all 3 of y'all. One of y'all unlucky. Don't get me wrong, but he not shooting all 3 of y'all. And I just gave him a chance by them running to go ahead and chase you down with no burner. Being in a business with no gun is crazy. Owning a business, bro, it's like owning a house, but the public can come in whenever they want to. You sitting in there, anybody can walk in there with anything on them. 9 times out of 10, you ain't got no security. You know? Be careful out here, but y'all be living too safe, bro. A law cannot make me live that safe. I will have a gun on me. I will, bro. Don't nobody else play by the rules, and it's sad to say that in today's time, in order for you to be safe, you might go to jail if you get caught with a gun. No, you ain't looking to hurt nobody. You not a gangbanger. You ain't trying to slide on ops. You ain't trying to rob no bank or nothing. You got it fully for safety. You ain't never did nothing in your life. You're 40 years old. You ain't never been in jail in your life. You know what I'm saying? You got a gun for safety, but guess what? If you get pulled over with it, you going to jail. U.S. is crazy, bro. The United States is so crazy, bro.
And got one of them in the back. And he crumpled in the door and dropped the other one.
All
Before
3 of
we
y'all.
got out the door.
Can't outrun no bullets, right? And he got all, you can't outrun no bullets, man. I'm gonna get at y'all on the next reaction. Y'all be cool. 100.
Shit, I gotta find something real quick. Oh shit, but I'm playing. Hold on, it's gonna be quiet for a second. I'll talk. Oh, he missed it. I'm thinking too much. I'm thinking too much. See, this is how it sucks. This sucks. I doing? Gotcha. We like those. We like those. Let's right off of that. Hmm. Got him. Go team. Oh, I gotta find another. It was really quiet. Yeah, I guess I was focused as a motherfucker. Focus as a motherfucker. It's cool that I don't have to go back. It's actually cool. And that's full screen, y'all. It's full screen, y'all. Oh. If you saw what I saw. Not that it's bad. We'll go back to academics for a second. Oh no, he's taking a break. They might come after him for this. I don't know. Seems safe to me. Street Punk Bad 8. Jamming? Okay, we gotta listen to a jam session. Are they jamming? Oh. Shit. Oh, they're probably jamming. Slapping the bass. Slapping the bass, man. Slapping the bass. Those are vibes. That can't be copyright. This is live too. Vibes. That's a cheat code. Live. Cool. Vibes. I forgot it's Friday night. Yeah, that's what it is. It was like, why am I playing chess? That was rough. Dang, he's just dragging me around. Shit. Fuck. Oh, he missed it. Whoa. Yeah, he missed it. That was a big deal for him. Okay. Ew. I'll take that. Fuck, that was a big deal. That was a huge blunder. Alrighty. Okay. Fuck. That was wild. Okay, fuck. That was a huge fuck up for me. Not sure what this dude's all about. Sounds like it's not fun. I always have to pay attention to what they're doing. Don't lose my cool. See, if I wasn't paying attention, shit like that happens. Hopefully he doesn't see my queen. Ah, what? Oh, you gotta be kidding. Oh, you gotta be kidding.
Some kind of dick tonight.
You got. Oh, wow.
We outside in this motherfucker. Yeah, let us know. Yeah. We gotta find Sasquatch.
We don't know what Sasquatch looks like. We just gotta hope he watches the chat at some point.
Did I give you permission to record me?
You're in public, but you wanna be on it? We're live.
I like that. Look, I like that. We live, man.
500 watches. 500 here and 160 here.
What do you want?
TikTok and YouTube.
Oh, I don't have either one.
I don't have either one. Fine, why not?
I'll get your information. And you know me when you go. I'm a picture number. Okay, thank you. I'll just say I'm a picture number.
Somebody's killing it. Whoever that was. He's happy to be out there. Good stuff. My hood tonight.
We gotta find Sasquatch while we're out here. We're gonna be out here for 2 days. So everyone, we're gonna be streaming from a bar to start tomorrow around like 8:30. Alright? To support a co-worker's band. I don't know if we'll stay the whole time, but we're gonna support the band. Alright? We're gonna go support them. It's reggae kind of music if you like that. It smells like a mama's butthole, yeah. I should know. Cause just ask her. No, I'm joking. It's not so bad. Somebody says let him in check before he checks himself out. 'Cause he's gonna throw some shit at the wrong guy. Just because you mount up on shit don't mean you can't get away. I know. Yeah, it's Las Vegas. There's mad people on live, man. You know how many live streamers there are out here anymore? So many. How's the night going, man?
Ooh, man, it's nerve-wracking. Nerve-wracking. Oh, he wants to run it back. What do we do over here? No. No, we don't do that. We do wait for our friends. Hey. Sure enough. See how he's doing. Before I take a break, too, I think I've been on there for a minute. Oh yeah, we've been on there. I'm gonna take a break in a second. I'm gonna take a break. Yeah. Take a break in a second. I'm always waiting for the homies to come through, though. Not sure if it's gonna happen or not. But I'm glad we found this dude's stream. He's having a good time in Vegas. Oh, Gary. Oh, that scared me. I forgot that we were watching it. So lucky, what's it called? Queen's there. Queen can take that. What am I saying? Relatively the same. Yeah, there we go. Let's check mate if he sends that rook into. Yep, got him. I think this is one of the puzzles though. Let's see if you do it the right way. You gotta get the king to kick back first or something. People think that you're supposed to go with the... Oh, never mind. You got it. Cool. Nice. Good shit. That's our praying. That's our praying. Running it back right away. Dude's all about business. What about that ass? Headphones. Damn, make my ears all bothersome. It's just, while we're watching him, let's see if there's something else out there. Whew, pardon my, yeah, it's been a long day. That's no excuse. Yeah, it's the weekend though, so we won't be up. Not that we don't like doing finance with Reezuhn, but it'll be nice to sleep in. Or even if I don't sleep in, you know, won't have to look pretty and all that. I'll be able to just chill. Oh no, I watched that Papoose one. Speaking of finance with Reezuhn, that's our video right there. That's fun. That'd be corny as all hell if I had the video that we were watching. It was ours. That was shameless. They call it shameless promotion, but whoa. It could be shameless, but it's not cringeless. Dang, they got videos of Skid Row in Los Angeles. Wild. That's so wild. You know what I'm gonna do? Yeah, I'm gonna do that actually. Firebase. We'll get some get some use out of this. Some value. We're gonna bring some value here. We're gonna make our own app. We're gonna make our own app, because what's cooler than that bullshit is making an app and then becoming a .com billionaire. But now it's, instead of .com, it's I made an app.
You know that feeling when you have an amazing app idea, and then you start thinking about how to build it? Most apps follow a pretty common app architecture. Apps need data, so there's a database. Users want to access that data, so there's some kind of authentication system. For big files, you'll need some kind of media server, and then an API server combines all of that into information a client app finds useful. But here's the thing, your idea is a really good one, and once you build this app, people will jump onto using it.
Yeah.
That's great, but that also means you'll need to think about what happens when it starts to grow. Suddenly, this architecture diagram brings up all kinds of questions. What about new platforms? Is the server secure? Is the database fast enough? How do you scale the API server? Can the media server store terabytes of data? With all of these concerns, you might forget that the reason you started going down the spiral of worries is that you had a great idea that will gain users quickly and you want to implement it. If only there was something that will let you do this more easily. Something where you can trust that will keep running smoothly if the app goes viral and can scale from one user to millions of users without having to adjust any infrastructure. What might that be? Firebase. And so, what is Firebase? Firebase is Google's client-side app development platform. It's based on Google Cloud, and Firebase integrates with several other Google tools such as Analytics and Ads. And as it's built on Google infrastructure, it is designed to scale. Regardless of what platform you want to build on, Firebase supports a lot of different client app platforms. There are client-side SDKs for iOS, Swift, and Objective-C, Android, Java, and Kotlin, web, JavaScript, and TypeScript, as well as frameworks like Angular, React, and Vue, C++ and Unity for game developers, and Flutter. Firebase is a suite of almost 20 different products, and is intended to help you through the life cycle of developing apps, which typically goes something like this. When you're first starting out, well, you'll need to build the app. These are the products that can help you do that. There's authentication that enables you to know a user's identity and to authenticate them to your app. Cloud Firestore and Real-Time Database, which are both NoSQL databases. Cloud storage to help you store big blobs of data like photos, videos, and audio content. And hosting, which helps you put your web app onto the internet. After your app is built and deployed, you can monitor its performance by using Crashlytics and performance monitoring, and you can fix bugs and use TestLab to test those fixes on all different types of devices that you may not have lying around at home. Once that's done, your app will hopefully reach a stable state, and you may want to grow your app to attract more users as well as retain the users you already have. To do so, there is cloud messaging and in-app messaging to send notifications if you want to remind users about purchases or events. A/B testing to test any change before rolling it out to all of your users, and remote config for serving different user experiences based on user properties without needing to ask your users to download a new version of your app. These products will help you decide what your users like in hopes of making sure they continue using your app and get more people to use it too. Firebase does have a large variety of products, and the good part is you can pick and choose which ones would help you most in your app. To use any of them, you just have to install the Firebase SDK to whatever platform you're using to build your app, and most of these products entail just a few lines of code to get the feature up and running. All right, so now that you know what Firebase is, let's talk about using it to build out a new app. An expense tracker. As a person who really cares about how I'm spending my money, I really want to keep track of my expenses. What I actually do now is keep a spreadsheet of those expenses. I look at my receipt and manually enter the date, vendor, item bought, and amount spent each time I spent money. And this is mostly fine until this happens. Having tons of expenses because I procrastinated and let my expenses pile up, or I went on a business trip and have a ton of expenses from all those taxis I took and each meal I had, on top of the flights and hotel expenses. It becomes quite painful and tedious to manually enter all of this data. In large quantities, it's just really not that great of an experience to have to manually input the date, vendor, item bought, and amount for all of those receipts. So how might an app make this better? Instead of having to manually type in the expense data for all of those receipts that I'm keeping around anyway, let's make an app to let users conveniently scan receipts, and the app will automatically extract the relevant information from those receipts. That way, the app does all the work with just an uploaded receipt image, and it can send extracted information to the user for verification. The user no longer needs to do any manual work other than taking a picture of the receipt. So, what will the user experience? First, they'll upload images, either by taking a photo through their camera or by choosing an image they already have on their phone. Then, behind the scenes, the app finds and extracts the text by scanning the receipt to parse for information like date, vendor, item bought, and amount spent. Finally, the app will relay the extracted information back to the user who needs to confirm it. Diving deeper, here are the app requirements. Be able to securely upload the receipt images, store these images and extracted text, and do image processing on the uploaded receipts. Sounds quite complicated, but let's see how to do it. The first step mentioned is to secure image upload, which means users need to be able to sign in. I don't really want to spend my precious time building an authentication system, and it would probably be quite tricky to get the security of it correct on the first try. Also, as a user of a lot of apps myself, I know that I don't really enjoy creating a new account for every single app that I use. It gets repetitive to set up an account with my first name, last name, email, birthday, the name of the street I grew up on, and so on. Then I have to remember my password, which I probably will not be able to do since, well, everyone supposedly uses different password for all the millions of accounts that we have. It would be really nice to not need to create a new account to use this app. Well, there's Firebase Authentication. Auth provides identity as a service, meaning it lets you know who your user is. It also provides a rules system that lets you grant or deny access to resources and other Firebase products like Firestore and storage. Auth also is ready to use out of the box, and it gives some advanced functionalities like email verification and account linking. Regarding the concern about not wanting to create a new account, Firebase Auth works with many third-party identity providers, including Google, Facebook, Twitter, GitHub, and more. Once users sign in with one of these services, the user gets assigned a record within Firebase's system. This includes a unique user ID and a signed web token, so you get a consistent representation of your users, and one that you can use against both Firebase's services and your own custom servers, no matter how they sign in. So let's see some code for how to let a user create an account using email and password, log in with that account information, sign in with a third-party provider in case they don't want to create a new account, and check whether the user is logged in. First, let's talk about enabling our users to create accounts via email and password. To do so, you would have to first make some pages for the user to create an account, as shown here. Assuming the users fill in both username and password, you can then write some Firebase Auth code to create an account. Taking the email and password from the previous screens, call create user with email and password, which will result in either a successful creation of the account or it'll error. If it errors, you can handle the errors here. If it succeeds, you'll be able to see the user's new account in Firebase Console, which is a web portal to let you manage and view Firebase usage for your project. In this case, you'll see all users, what provider they used, the date the account was created, and a unique user ID identifying this user throughout your app. All right, so that was how you implement code to let a user create an account. What if you need them to sign in with that already created account? Let's say this is the screen for it, and the user again types in the necessary information. Upon pushing the submit button, call sign in with email and password, and again pass in the email and password from the screen, and this will again result in either a success or an error. If it fails, you can handle the errors here. So now let's say your users do not want to create a new account to use this app. So you'll let them sign in with a third-party provider. You'd need to create an instance of the Google provider object, which says to use Google Sign-in. If you wanted to use Facebook, Twitter, GitHub, and so on, you would use those respective providers here. Next, have the user authenticate. There are two ways to do this, either by opening a pop-up window or by redirecting to a sign-in page. What's shown here is signing in with pop-up, and pass in the provider into that function call. What this says is, use Firebase Auth to sign in with a pop-up using the Google provider. Finally, handle the cases of a user being successfully signed in versus not. So this is how you could implement auth using third-party providers with just a few lines of code. You've seen up to here about how a user can create an account, sign in with said account, and sign in with a third-party provider. Now, you'll see how to check whether a user is logged in already or not. Whenever create user with email and password and sign in with email and password get called without an error, the on-auth state changed function gets triggered. If there is a user, then the user is signed in. Otherwise, no user is signed in, and the function got called because the user logged out. This function will return a user whenever create user with email and password and sign in with email and password get called successfully, as well as with third-party providers such as Google, Facebook, Twitter, and so on. Once you have the user, you can also get various information about the user like display name, email, and their user ID as shown here. Great! So you've seen how users can create accounts and log in, as well as how to know whether a user is already logged in or not. One last tidbit. Even though the code is already not much thanks to Firebase Auth for all of these steps, it is still quite a bit of work to actually make these sign-in screens. Sign-in screens with multiple third-party sign-in buttons, or a create new user screen, or screens to reset and change passwords. And if that's not where you want to spend your development time, you can use the Firebase UI library, which handles all of these cases for you. It's an open source library, so you can customize it as you would like to fit the look and feel of your app. You've now enabled user accounts, and the next thing a user will want to do after logging in is upload a receipt. Let's say there's a screen to let the user upload a receipt, either by taking a photo of it or by choosing a file that already exists. Once they do that and upload it, it needs to be stored somewhere. What should the storage system be like? Well, as users might be using many different image types, the storage system needs to handle that. It also needs to work well even with spotty internet connections. And lastly, as users might upload many receipts, the storage system needs to be able to store all of them. While these receipts are added, hopefully a team does not need to keep an eye on usage to adjust that storage capacity. Cloud storage was designed with many of these concerns in mind. It lets you store many image types, and on top of that, it lets you store and serve user-generated content like audio and video. It's generally used for storing big blobs of unstructured data that you do not need to change too often. To store a lot of receipts, the amount of storage will scale automatically, meaning that storage space will increase as you have more content, and it'll decrease as you delete content. You will not need someone sitting there manually managing the amount of space your app is taking up in storage. Sometimes, internet connection isn't so great, and it's not ideal for half-uploaded receipts to be dropped because the internet was spotty. Storage takes care of this and handles retrying and resuming uploads and syncs whenever a user's phone gets back its internet. After the receipt is uploaded, it can be shared with other users instantly. So this means that if the user's parents wanted to look at the receipts for whatever reason, they can right after uploading. But a user probably doesn't want to just let anyone be able to see their receipts. To protect the user's assets, there are security rules you can set to protect them, and these rules can say who is allowed to read and write certain files in cloud storage. Now, let's look at some code to upload files. Firebase Storage supports files from JavaScript file and blob APIs, bytes, and various string types. Where are we going to store it? Files are stored in a cloud storage bucket, and the files in this bucket are presented in a hierarchical structure, just like the file system on your local hard disk. By creating a reference to a file, your app gains access to it, and a reference can either point to a specific file or to a higher level node in the hierarchy. A reference can be thought of as a pointer to a file in the cloud. To create a reference, call getStorage, then call ref with the former as an argument. This reference points to the root of your cloud storage bucket. From there, you can create a reference to a location lower in the tree. In this case, you've created a file. Now, with the reference, you can then upload it to cloud storage by calling upload bytes, which uploads JavaScript files, blobs, or bytes. You'll pass it the file reference and the information you want to store there, the file itself. The file will then get uploaded, and you can do any post-processing needed after it does so. If you want to upload a string, use the upload string function and pass in the reference, the string to store, and the string type. So now you've enabled users to upload receipts and put those receipts into storage. Next up is processing the receipt and extracting the text. But processing on the client side, which in this case will probably be a phone, might not be the best idea. Why not? Well, once you write your top secret code to process the receipts, it would be pretty bad if anyone could take it along with the data. Requests coming in from users' devices might be trying to steal it, so something to help with running code against your data securely would be ideal. Also, for both Android and iOS users to be able to use your app, you'll have to write code to process the receipts twice. It would be much better if you could write it once and have the code run, instead of writing it once for iOS and deploying to the App Store, and writing it once for Android to deploy to the Play Store. Also, if you deployed the app separately, iOS users might get this awesome feature first, and Android users might get mad. We definitely don't want that to happen. And remember, you're looking to process those receipts, which probably means running some text recognition on those receipts. This might be CPU intensive, and running highly intensive code off of users' devices might drain a user's battery. Cloud Functions enables you to run backend code in the cloud. It's in a secure environment, and you can write it once for both Android and iOS. To run code, you can trigger it based on platform events or a HTTP request on both platforms, and since it's running on the cloud off of the user's device, this will not drain their battery. Best of all, you can basically run backend code without managing any servers. Using Cloud Functions to run the processing code, what are the functions actually going to do? Well, some machine learning can help extract the information from the receipt, also known as optical character recognition, or OCR. This should get automatically done, but machine learning, turns out, is not a trivial task, and usually a team will need a data scientist or a machine learning expert to build and train models. To serve these models dynamically, the team will need to build up the infrastructure to do that. And that's before you can even write the client code to interact with the model and generate predictions. This sounds like a really long and involved task. Instead of needing to build out your own models, you can use Firebase Machine Learning. What is Firebase Machine Learning? It uses Google's machine learning models to help with different machine learning capabilities, depending on what features you're looking at to add to your app. It can recognize text or barcodes from an image, translate text to a different language, or identify important objects in a photo. No machine learning experience is needed. You just need to call these Google Cloud Vision and natural language APIs in your app, and you're basically ready to go. While these libraries can be useful in many situations, what if you have some machine learning needs that do not fall into one of these categories? Well, Firebase Machine Learning provides convenient APIs that help you use your custom TensorFlow-like models in your mobile apps. To do OCR, we can use text recognition. So now you've used machine learning to extract text from the uploaded receipts. What's next? After you get the text back, it needs to be put in a secure environment. There will probably be a lot of extracted text, and this text should be quickly accessible from anywhere in the world. Where should you put it? Cloud Firestore is a good option. As a reminder, earlier I talked about storage, which is used to store the receipt images. Storage is usually used to store big chunks of data like images, audio, and video. Cloud Firestore, on the other hand, is a NoSQL database where you can store data like strings, numbers, and whatever else your app requires. Firestore is used more for structured data that you might be changing often. So while receipt images are stored in Firebase storage, the processed text returned from Firebase Machine Learning will be stored in Firestore. Very similar to storage, Firestore has security rules so clients can talk to the database directly, but you can still make sure they only get access to the documents they're supposed to see or modify. Let's dive a bit deeper on how Cloud Firestore is structured and how to use it. It's a document model database, which means that all of your data is stored in documents and collections. You can think of a document as something like a dictionary or a hash table. It has a set of key value pairs, referred to as fields, and the values here can be a number of different types, anything from strings to numbers to binary values to JSON-looking objects called maps. So here's the document containing the fields previously shown. Each document is stored in a collection. Documents cannot contain other documents, but they can point to collections that contain other documents, which can then point to sub-collections, and so on. In this example, each document will contain information from one uploaded receipt. Here are some examples of what that might look like. Each receipt document contains some values, including the user as identified by their user ID given in Firebase Auth, the date, amount, vendor, item, whether the user has verified these details yet. All of these will go into one collection, a collection containing all receipts. With code, it will look like this. First, add a document using add_doc, and the first argument is which collection to put the document in. In this case, put it in a collection named receipts. What should get added to each document in the collection? Well, you'll add the key value pairs seen in this receipt. You'll also want to say whose receipt it is by providing the user ID provided by Firebase Auth earlier. When a document is successfully added, you can do something with that, and when there's an error, you can handle it as well. In the Firebase console, this is what Firestore looks like. As seen here, here's the receipts collection, and the document name is a random string made up by Firestore, which automatically gets generated when add_doc is called. Inside this document, you can see all the fields put in when add_doc was called. Now that you've added the extracted text into the database, how do you get that data out of the database to send it to the user to ask them to verify the information? Since you'll want to get not all of the receipts that exist in the collection, but instead only want a specific user's receipts, you can write a query to do that. To do so, use Firestore's query function with the first argument again being the reference, which is created using the collection function with the Firestore service and the collection name, just like for the add_doc Firestore function. The other arguments for the query function will be the queries, and you can use where, which takes a field to filter on, a comparison operator, and a value. In this case, you'll get all of the receipts where the user ID equals the function's UID parameter. You only want to get the documents that the user has not verified, so you'll have another query where you check for that. With that query, use the getDocs function to get the documents that satisfy that query from the receipts collection. With what you get back, you can then loop through each of the documents and send the information to the user to verify. As a side note, in Firebase, there are actually two database products. One is Cloud Firestore, which I just talked about, and another is Real-Time Database. The major differences between these two is that Cloud Firestore is faster at reading and has better querying capabilities, and Real-Time Database is faster at writing. The reason for these differences is how data is stored in each one. Firestore stores data in collections and documents, whereas Real-Time Database stores it as a giant JSON tree. If you want to find out more about their differences and help figure out which one you should use, there's a link to a doc specifically talking about that. Now that you've extracted text by deploying functions that run text recognition in machine learning and finally stores the results in Firestore, what's next? You'll need to notify users that the app has the receipt information and ask them to confirm it. How? Let's send a push notification by using Firebase Cloud Messaging to tell users to confirm their receipt amounts. Firebase Cloud Messaging, or FCM for short, is a cross-platform messaging solution that lets you reliably send messages at no cost, and it can deliver hundreds of billions of messages per day, with most of them delivered in less than 200 milliseconds. Users uploading receipts probably all use different types of phones. With FCM, you won't have to invent your own notification system for each phone because FCM delivers notifications to anyone using Android, iOS, and the web. FCM does not need you to track what kind of devices your users are using, and you also do not need to set up different service calls to different devices. Firebase will automatically do that for you. Lastly, you're not only limited to using this to remind users to confirm their receipt information, you can also use it to announce new features that you're launching. For other apps that are not this expense tracker app, you can notify users for things like letting them know their last message was responded to, sending out discount offers, and reminders about events. So now you have notified users to confirm their receipt information, and you'll store this response back into Firestore. Now that you've built the app, the next step is launching the first version of the app. Yay! Before doing so, it's important to make sure that the app is bug-free and stable so that you can make the best first impression with your users. When it comes to catching bugs, it's much better to find them and eliminate them in development rather than after your app has hit production. That means testing your app on as many devices and as many configurations as you can. You probably care about providing a high-quality experience, but you might not have all of the resources to hire a full QA department nor all the potential devices your users might be using. If you really want to test on all the available devices out there, both on iOS and Android, and against all the major operating system versions out there, well, that can get time-consuming and pricey. This is where Firebase Test Lab can help. It does a lot of the heavy lifting to find bugs before you ship to the App Store. With Test Lab, Firebase provides the infrastructure for you, as we have a massive collection of real, physical test devices hosted by Google sitting in our data centers. These devices are for a variety of screen sizes, OS versions, and manufacturers. We cover all the bases so that you don't have to. As Test Lab runs your tests, it'll provide log files, screenshots, and a video of the test lab interacting with your app, making it easier to debug problems. Test Lab will tell you if it runs into cases where the app crashes, freezes, encounters warnings, has accessibility issues, policy violations, and performance problems. It can even spot problems with your user interface, like a button that does not fit on the screen. Testing in this way using different devices is a great start. But what if you don't want to just use the machines to do the testing of your app and want to know more? more about your app that a machine just can't give you feedback on. When you want feedback from actual human testers, you can use app distribution. With app distribution, you can distribute your app to a list of trusted testers and even whole testing teams by sending them email invitations that walk them through the onboarding process to become a tester. You can then notify testers within the app whenever you release a new build for them to test. And in the Firebase console, you can see the status of each tester for specific versions of your app. By this point, through using TestLab and app distribution, you've hopefully caught a lot of bugs and user experience issues. You fix those bugs, and long last, the day has actually come. You decide that the app is really ready to launch now. Right now, the app is just sitting on your laptop or perhaps in GitHub. You built the app for mobile like Android or iOS, which is the most likely chosen platform for this particular app, so you'll have to figure out how to put it on the Play Store or the App Store. If you build this for the web, you can use Firebase hosting to get it off your laptop and actually deploy it onto a website for people to use. So let's talk a bit about Firebase hosting. It's a way to host your web apps, and all you have to do is install the Firebase command line tool and write a single command: Firebase deploy. Firebase hosting has a global CDN, so accessing your web app will be faster because the place to get the content from is physically closer to the user. Sometimes you'll have to update your web app after deploying it once before, whether it's because you changed some content, added some features, or whatever other reason. When you do this update and redeploy to Firebase hosting, it's atomic, meaning all of the servers get updated with the new app and all the caches get purged. This way, the user is guaranteed to get the latest version. So now with your app out in the wild, you want to ensure that your users are having a smooth experience. Even though you did a lot of testing before, I think we all know that no amount of testing will catch every single problem in your app. Unless you're a magician, in which case, can you teach me? In the case you're not a magician, you'll need to catch and diagnose these problems. And Crashlytics is a good way to do that. Crashlytics is a lightweight, real-time crash reporter that helps you track, prioritize, and fix issues. It groups crashes by root cause, displays associated stack traces, and highlights the circumstances that led up to the crash. You can also configure velocity alerts that will let you know when an issue suddenly increases in the number of users impacted. So just by installing the SDK on Android and iOS, Crashlytics logs crashes that occur in your app and all of that information in near real time to put into an understandable dashboard that lets you see exactly how your app is performing from a stability standpoint and what issues you should focus on first. Here's an illustration of what a typical dashboard might look like in the Firebase console for an app that has been using Crashlytics. But not every complaint you're going to run into is due to a crash or an exception error. Sometimes your app can just be slow or unresponsive, and people are generally impatient, especially when it comes to the time it takes to load a page. They really don't like to wait around for your app to start up or load that initial data set. It does need to be fast. And you might think, well, that's fine. I've tested my app and it performs great. But you've probably been testing it at work or at home on a modern machine with decent Wi-Fi. Your users, on the other hand, might be all over the world with all sorts of different devices, using all different types of networks with all different types of connection speeds. You need insight into what your users' actual experience is like when they use your app. And so to help you with that, there's performance monitoring, which reports on how your app behaves with users out in the real world. Again, just by installing the SDK, you'll get a ton of important performance metrics reported automatically for you, essentially telling you how long it takes to complete certain tasks in your app and collecting a lot of metrics and attributes of the user along the way. More specifically, it will automatically monitor the cold launch time of your app, HTTP transactions it performs, and how long your users are spending on each screen. If you suspect that some part of your app might be slower than you expect for some users outside of these areas, you can measure that for yourself. All of this information is organized into a dashboard in the Firebase console, and it will help you drill down into the specific devices, regions, and mobile connection speeds of your app that are the most problematic. This way, you can spend time optimizing the experience for the users who might be tempted to rate your app poorly, and you can find out if your optimizations actually improve the experience by comparing the metrics between app versions. By using tools like Crashlytics and performance monitoring, you're able to not only monitor your app, but also hopefully fix any issues your users are facing. And then you can use test lab and app distribution to ensure those issues are indeed fixed. Afterward, hopefully your app reaches a stable state and has a minimal number of huge customer impacting bugs. You then start thinking about growing your user base and retaining the users you already have. To do so, you might think about adjusting various aspects of your app, but you're worried about continuously asking users to download new versions of the app for each adjustment. You're also thinking about adding new features in order to keep your users engaged, and keeping track of development branches in doing so is a bit complicated. To help you with these problems, you can use Firebase Remote Config. What is it? Well, as the name suggests, it pretty much enables you to remotely configure your app, whether you want to change the functionality of your app, the user interface, or some user experience. What this actually means is that you can fine-tune your app behavior with conditions that you predefine without asking your users to download a new version. This sounds pretty useful as a mobile developer, but if you're a web developer, you might be thinking, well, I don't need to do that anyway, so what's in it for me? Remote Config also has targeting capabilities, so you can customize and personalize your app with analytics-based targeting, meaning you can choose types of users to serve some experience. It works by storing key value pairs in the cloud, and for every key, you give it a value based on the type of user. The key is what you're going to use in your app code, and after setting up the corresponding values per user type, Remote Config will serve the correct value automatically to the user. To learn in great detail about how to use Remote Config to launch new features with the help of feature flagging, feel free to check out the video linked in the description about precisely this. Other ways to use Remote Config include adjusting the look and feel of your buttons, the difficulty levels of your games, how you're showing ads, or the way items are organized in your store. Basically, for everything you've got stored in some constants file somewhere, wire that up through Remote Config, and you'll have the power to change just about anything within the app directly from the Firebase console without having to republish anything to the app stores. And so now you know how to change your app seamlessly. But how do you know those changes are optimal? Even if you saw an uptick in app usage, how do you know that that was due to the changes you made in your app instead of random chance, other changes in the app, or maybe a promotion that was running at the time? Well, instead of just relying on hunches or confirmation bias, you can prove it with data. And this is one of the other use cases of Remote Config with a special feature called personalization. You set a few alternative user experiences and choose what to optimize, and personalization will automatically provide users with one of the several alternative user experiences, the alternative that optimizes for the objective you choose. You can again find a link in the description about Remote Config personalization. Another way to confirm your app changes are good is to use Firebase A/B testing, which consists of creating experiments within your app and letting A/B testing tell you which option is best for your goal, which can be to improve retention, increase in-app purchase revenue, or have more users complete your onboarding flow. With anything that can be measured in analytics, you can make it a goal. You'll set up the experiment in the Firebase console, and then you could just sit back and relax with your friends in a nearby hammock. Firebase will do the rest of the work for you. When it comes back with which one maximizes your primary goal the best, you can then roll out that option to your users, confident that you'll get the best results. Both Remote Config personalization and A/B testing seem to have the same goal, which is to choose an optimal user experience based on data. Why are there both of these in Firebase? And when should you use each one? Linked in the description is documentation and a video addressing this question. So
Man,
there you have it.
I always forget
The
my
app is
mic.
built,
God damn it, I'm
tested,
such a fucking
launched,
idiot.
monitored, and has grown in
Constantly
users.
forgetting my
First,
mic.
you successfully
And you
built
think
an
I'd
app
be
from
able to
beginning to end with full
realize that I
functionality.
can't hear
You
myself?
let users log in via
At least
authentication,
I'm not a narcissist or
upload
whatever.
receipt images, which then get stored in storage, trigger functions to do OCR using
I don't know
Firebase
if
machine
if
learning
I
to
can't hear
extract
myself,
details
does that
from the
mean I don't know.
receipts,
Jeez, it's
which
just
then get stored in Firestore.
rookie stuff.
Next, you run
It's only a
functions
couple
based
months
on
in, but
values
man,
being
rookie
written into
knows.
Firestore to automatically send a cloud message to a user to have them confirm their receipt amount.
That was
You
a
then
nice
use
fork.
TestLab
Or
to
it's not a
test your
fork, but
whole
like
app on various
anything
devices
that a
and
knife does
distributed
looks
the
like a
app
fork
for
to me.
even more testing using app distribution. Afterward,
Sure, I think it's
you put it up
specifically
on a
for
website
phone,
using
and then I
Firebase
can only
hosting
do
so people can start using it.
whatever.
Then not only kept an eye on any
chest
crashes
stuff.
that might occur using Crashlytics, but also monitored performance using performance monitoring. You thought of
Nice,
serving
the homie
different
got
user
it. Good
experiences
shit.
to various audiences by using remote config.
We're probably in the same
and
league,
you use
actually.
remote config personalization and or A/B testing to ensure that the data has proven you're indeed
Not
serving the
sure,
best user
I'm not
experience
actually-
to your users. The
Forget what
best
I'm
part
at.
of all this is you did not have to write very much code nor set up much infrastructure to
I was close to
accomplish it all.
400 today.
Yeah,
Or I
here
was
you are.
400. I started at 400.
If you're interested in actually building
an
the
idiot, I
expense
should've
tracker
just
app
not
using
played ever
Firebase and
again,
React
but
for web, you can find a link
came
in the
out here.
description for the series I
looking.
created that takes you through the entire process. You're given code to follow and implement along with the videos, and the videos deep dive into the implementation and the products. I hope the information covered here today is useful in your app development journey,
Yeah,
and
you're
we
about to make
cannot
me a
wait to
millionaire.
see what you build using Firebase.
I can't wait to implement that either. I'm gonna be up. I'm gonna drink some hella coffee. I'm about to make me an app. It's gonna be sick. Guess what it's gonna be about? You're gonna have to guess. It's gonna be sick though. Shit, why did I go for the? Why did I go with my queen? I mean, I guess that's a trade, but damn, I could have went. Man, whatever. That actually throws people off. So I'll see that. Cause now, boom. Da da dong dong, ba da dong dong, ding ding dong dong. I didn't go for it. That's interesting. Alright. I didn't go for it. Oh, Resign. Okay. Why'd you resign? Good for you. I mean, good for me. Good for you. Alright, gotta find another video. She is helpful as all hell. I can't wait to build an app. It's gonna be sick. It's game over. I know. It's unfair. It's gonna be sick. I can't wait. Vibe coding fundamentals in 33 minutes. Let's see what this is all
It's not for me, it's for her.
looks like some hoodlums are getting into hood rat shit with their hood rat friends. Let's see.
There's probably a million J-Rock.
Needs to be one of those. What are those? What are those?
Yeah, like a covert way to just waiting for it to be like a 415.
We must know. What are those?
I showed up over here first, and like the guy was crawling out the fucking car.
Everything, bro. Everything, bro.
He just walked away? No,
but he wanted to get the phones up.
Right when the accident happened, some of the witnesses said that they tried to rob him. You know, like they saw an opportunity. Oh, they tried to rob the guy in the car? Yeah, like passerbyers. Yeah, passerbyers. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? What a dynamic. You get into a car accident, you flip your car. That's ruthless. That's ruthless. Instead of fucking trying to help you, you get robbed. You get robbed.
Damn, what the heck? And they are foul. They're talking foul.
That just like shocked me. I was just like, oh.
Yeah, you got good footage?
No shade. Look, I'm bald too. It's okay. She grew up.
Where are you coming from? Downtown? Yeah, it was like downtown. I went to that Pursuit. Talking to Honduras. Yeah, I was
Did you see the Pursuit? I got it. I got the rest of the Pursuit on the freeway. I was on the freeway.
Did it turn into an accident or not?
No, he just stopped on the freeway. It was like a slow speed pursuit.
Yeah.
That's where I came from. I was just rolling around.
I saw the homie. The homie was actually there. I should have been like, what's up, my nigga? You know? Huh? That would have been cool about it.
What?
AXN.
Hey,
That's you?
Yeah. Action.
I'm Kevin Cam.
Who?
Action.
Kevin Chambers.
Oh, what's up, man?
Yeah, right?
You didn't know what I looked like?
I didn't know what you look like.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you, bro.
Yeah.
I had to see you like, oh, dude, is this somebody that I fucking did wrong or what?
I was like,
nice to meet you, bro.
I know one of you.
You live around here? Or?
No, I live on Prince Jefferson.
Okay. What were you doing out here? Did you see the accident earlier?
No, I didn't see it. But you're live?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay. But,
I'm always live.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure they came from the party at the wedding.
Yeah. Do you want to be on the news?
You know who J-Rock is? That rapper?
Yeah, I know J-Rock.
Look at the license plate. I don't know. There's probably a million J-Rock.
Right.
J-Rock TD, you know?
Yeah. He's like.
Yeah, J-Rock.
You gonna stick around?
Find some actual news. This is streaming news.
Yeah, this is this is like. Probably gonna get clean, bro.
Oh yeah, she said all kinds of things that I can't.
Look, bloody. That's her footer.
Yeah, this was the fire truck was parked on it. She couldn't pull it out.
I guess I should show that. Yeah, bloody.
Bloody everywhere. What? Another es le pegó otro carro o
No, se me hace que fue single accident.
porque no hay otro carro, ¿no?
Yeah. Se fueron. It was a single car, right?
Look at the twinkle in their eyes. These guys, look at them.
Oh, they don't know each other?
No, dude, they just started talking. Alright.
What are you doing out here?
Heard of this, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like,
Now I gotta wait for the green light.
They let him go, then.
He didn't want.
He was all bloody,
Yeah,
right? He was a driver, right?
That's right. Yeah.
The bloody guy? Did you drop off your friend or?
They didn't take his chain.
How you run the red light in front of the police, though? What the fuck?
No respect.
And they almost crashed again.
No respect.
Is it Geneva?
Oh, Rolly?
No, it used to be.
Rolly.
I can't read that far. My eyes don't work.
I'll take it.
I think it's a Geneva.
Yeah, it's Geneva.
Geneva. I knew it.
Is that from J.C. Penney or?
This guy won't act like he a baller.
ain't no baller wearing that.
What the hell? Geneva?
This ain't a baller watch. It's a Ross watch. Ross. Well, J.C. Penney, what'd you think, guys? Talk to me, TMZ. He said he's a baller.
Is it Geneva?
Is it Geneva? He said, I have a $100,000 car.
Let me see, zoom in on
Pops
this.
out as a Ross watch.
Michael Hill Diamond.
Michael Hill? Diamond.
Yeah, look at that.
Diamond, man. The real diamonds or just his diamonds?
Oh, fake ass diamonds, bro. Shit.
Zirconia.
Michael Hill Diamond, I never heard of that.
Dude, it's one. Dude, not even a second. How does that even fucking happen? What?
Michael Hill Diamond. Michael Hill Diamond. Independent.
Stay dangerous, TV.
Hey, thank you for that super chat, whoever that was.
Bro, if that suspect had a gun, bro, you would have been a sick duck.
Who?
The one on the freeway?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, bro, that's why I got off. People were like, stay there. I was like, nah, I stayed there long enough. I was like, right? Because he had a look on his face that he's like, I don't know if he's going to shoot it out with the cops. And he looked right in my direction, so I'm like,
yeah, because when he was going backwards,
was he coming towards me or what?
Yeah, he was like he didn't want to give up. I'm like, bro.
Yeah. When he was sitting in his car, and they didn't bring cops to shut off the freeway on the other side. Bro.
They didn't know.
Like if he had a gun, he would have just jumped over and went straight to our side.
Yeah.
He would have went straight to try to get to our
Tonight's
car.
been expanded. Fucking
Yeah, there's been
nightmare tonight.
There's one on Culver in Culver City. There's also a man with a gun on
The
Culver.
one on the southbound 10 near Washington?
Yeah, that was the one too. No. Was it bad?
Yeah, extended. Right when that turn lane goes to Adams.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah, horrible, bro.
Shit.
Horrible. It's been all. That's why I'm like sticking
Hold on,
to
let
one
me-
spot tonight.
It's gonna be wild.
Either can be really wild or really turned down. Oh, it's one of the two.
I'm hoping this truck. So someone tried to hop on my car pretending I like, are you my Uber? I'm like, no, bro, like get away from me.
TCP. Oh shit.
Some of these TCP drivers don't even know how to drive.
No, they can't. They're the worst.
Oh, they're the worst. I mean, I had one guy driving like going 15 miles less above the miles. I'm like, dude, I had a honk on them.
Horrible.
Horrible drivers. So that's like $100,000 car.
Yeah, definitely.
So he has a $100,000 car, but a fake ass watch there, like.
Maybe it's a real. What was the name of the brand?
Michael Hill or something.
Michael Hill Diamond.
Yeah.
I don't know if they would put diamond in it and go straight down.
G-Rock 94 is. That's the
Look it up.
Nobody in the comments knew him, huh?
I don't think so.
I don't know your password.
It would have been crazy if it was that J-Rock from Nickerson Gardens.
Oh, that would have been.
That's what I thought it would have. When I seen the plate, that's what I thought it was.
I would have hit the news. That's what I thought too.
Bro, a watch like this on eBay for like $3 grand.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I got too much in there. Yeah, but it's already busted up.
Hey. Yeah, it would. Hey.
Yeah, just, I saw it.
Ponte a bailar.
I mean, hey, the yellow thing's right here.
En South Central, ¿no?
Ponte a bailar los tucanes.
Que se tocó un moreno que traía un chingo de billetes y dentro de una cajita traía oro, cabezas de oro. Hace 2 semanas. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes. New stuff. Yeah, I don't go to Hollywood too much. I drive around, but in the summer it's probably gonna get busy.
I've been getting a little.
I mostly stay downtown and South LA.
Gone, huh?
Hollywood is when it happens, it happens.
Maybe in the night when everyone's asleep.
Yeah, we gotta go. Okay. Bye, Zach. We love you.
Like, bro, oh my God, dude.
Long Beach this, Long Beach that.
They already got her just showing cheeks, huh? Crazy.
Okay. It's a Michael Hill.
Did y'all just let the driver leave or what?
Yeah, he got arrested.
He wasn't drunk or nothing?
He got hit.
He got hit?
Yeah.
And he just left?
Then he came out the car.
That's a little sus, no?
It takes a lot for them to do a DUI test these days.
It takes a lot
What kind
to
of
do
evidence
DUI?
you guys need for a DUI test these days?
Smells like it. He smells
Like alcohol, smell?
smell, high. But even firefighters looked at him. He was fine. Just did the last night.
It was a hit and run?
For a good, real. Like 5 months.
That's suspicious. Oh no.
But he's like,
Yeah, they don't test people for DUI. It takes
But
a lot.
for him to want to leave like that, that's suspicious, no?
Yeah, but he's not a victim. He's kind of a victim of a crime. He didn't hit nobody. He didn't run over anybody. They got his info. They got his car. I think they're treating him more like a victim. You know, he said he got hit. I didn't know that.
That's fair.
Nice blush. Not sure. Whoa. Shit, I was playing chess. I'm having a good day.
Alright, man.
I'm having not as bad as they are. I'm having a bad chess day. I'm not having a bad existence day.
This one.
No, not the level over there.
So me and him, we were on the other side of the freeway. There was a little hole. So
you showed me,
yeah.
It was a good.
It was a good view. And then everybody else started showing up.
At that spot?
Yeah, at that same spot.
I think most of the stringers were on the bridge far, so they got bad shots. Well, they got decent from the behind.
Decent, yeah. They might hit you.
We had the best on the side. I think you had a better.
Sometimes their reaction. I would say don't do it.
I I mean, I'll see you. You're gonna go downtown or what?
Yeah, I'm going back.
Stop on some Citizen?
No, en YouTube. Ahorita lo estoy viendo.
Alright, bro, I'm outro.
Alright, man.
On to the next one.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick around here for a little bit and then go downtown.
I would say
it's active, so I don't want to probably miss the calls.
We'll see.
Alright, later. I don't know what was going on there, bro. To be honest, I forgot I was streaming for a little bit.
Come on, where? Where?
People there, bro. So many people fighting, arguing. Photographers, cops, tapes.
I'm not even looking out for that. Like, damn.
They're watching.
Fuck.
How many people showed up?
Can't even win like 2 in a row. Like, ah.
Alright, let's get back to our regularly scheduled program here.
I'm receiving an additional battery just occurred at 6512 Hollywood Boulevard, Hollywood.
Oh yeah, the girl gave us her whole fucking rap sheet.
Lime green shoes.
On Olympic, and just rotates on all these little side streets that are bleeding out onto Olympic. 2459. One handle.
2617.
618, tell them that it's disabled, Waymo.
Disabled.
186 Roger.
911, you have better looking.
Disabled Waymo.
Never mind.
1841, 1841, do you have a message?
Does anybody know what the disabled Waymo is?
01 West Central Drive.
2417.
Code 2 incident 0096 RD 1467.
Neighbor dispute restraining order on file. Code 2 and RD 1343. 1 hour old ambulance overdose and RD 1307. Timed out battery domestic violence and RD 1309.
Does anybody know what the disabled Waymo is or no?
1897.
Could it spam it in the chat a few times?
1897, what's your starting location? Roger, notify when you're en route. Subject here is additional. The victim is in front of 11414
Roger, notify when you're en route.
As additional, the victim is in front of 11414 Menlo in her vehicle, a black Nissan Sentra. She will have her hazards on. 845, an additional call came out on 6512 Hollywood Boulevard, possibly related to a call in your staff. Roger. 845, an additional call came out on 6512 Hollywood Boulevard, possibly related to a call in your stack.
Oh, sorry. Brent Thompson, thank you for that super chat. Mr. Thompson.
For a time dial 415-5901.
Yo, AXN, thank you for all that you do. Please be safe out there.
1467.
And my safety is my top priority. Dude, but that girl was like, here's my arrest record, Google me. I'm gonna give you my lawyer's name, here's my rap sheet. Penal code 755-975-3427B2.0.
Of his residence, the PR is outside the Reezuhn with the hazard light the light pole. Comes to incident 242 and 10-0. Assaulted additional incident 211.
Two felonies.
Of his residence, the PR is outside in her vehicle with the hazard lights on her and her boyfriend. The PR is the one that was assaulted. Additional incident 211.
Alright, we're all set up now.
Unit code 30 Ranger 407 East Pico Boulevard, the business incident 243. Can you generate another Western Oakwood? 20 Victor 2, code 6, Western and Oakwood.
Makes some sense.
Trespass suspect 959 White Knoll Drive, South Broadway, 245 RD185. BTW just declared Flower and Olympic, code 2 incident 212 RD182. Suspect 959 White Knoll Drive, code 2 incident 245 RD.
Roger.
Involved Stephen Hurst and Satakoy. Code 2 incident 0242 and RD10 Joey. You're welcome. Roger, are you gonna go ahead?
Alright, see if we missed any accidents. Flooding. I don't think so.
Avenue 45 and Eagle Road to the rear of the second level.
Friendly reminder to hit the thumbs up.
4200. Intersection unit of 390 woman in a vehicle 516 West Pico Boulevard.
If it's your first time and you're watching vertical videos, maybe sub to the channel and check out the landscape video.
Intersection unit of 390 woman in a vehicle 516 West Pico Boulevard. PR is in a 2026 white Honda with the male inside of the vehicle. PR calling to advise she does not want the male inside of her vehicle. Male in the background stated he's in the vehicle because the PR is 390. It's go to incident 252 and RD 192.
Is this live? Yes, it is.
Ambulance overdose, 9th and Olive, subject to female, white, 30 years, black hair, black shirt, black lace pants.
It is live, Eileen.
250 RD 162.
Units here, ATO the vehicle. First and center traffic units here, the vehicle just occurred at 1027 Wilshire Boulevard. Is now an ambulance. AGW, the vehicle just occurred. It's still code 20101 RD 249. Urgent center traffic unit area. The vehicle just occurred at 1027 Wilshire Boulevard. Is now an ambulance. AGW, the vehicle just occurred.
Someone got ran over downtown.
10249.
10207.
It still has just a little bit of heat showing, but, you know, it could be or something, I don't know.
Yeah, if you're watching like on your phone, I don't know what happens if you flip it. If you flip it, does it give you the landscape? I don't think so. This channel is a landscape streaming channel, but I'm double dipping in verticals. Most new people are probably going to be fed the feed in the vertical short speed. And that's why it looks funny, because it chops it off. Best seen on a white screen. Jamaican food.
Gray pants, sitting in front of Coach with 255 RD91. For DDW is the vehicle 1027 Wilshire Boulevard. 239 identified.
We'll probably just do like a lap or two here around Hollywood and I don't know.
Finally.
Go downtown.
Cool, solid. Yeah, what time is it? That's fine. I think I'm gonna call it right now on this, and I feel like I'll just hop back on, because you know if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna die. But oh well, no, we'll play till we lose. Play till we lose. Play till we lose. Because if we go on a 7-win streak, then that's just how life works.
You're watching another movie screen? You got a projector? You know what? I've never seen this stream on a TV before. But I did learn in the analytics that like 50% of the people that watch on TV. The YouTube app on TV.
Holding unknown item wrapped in a black shirt. Mark on 02 incident 261 or 265.
I think it is requesting 2 additional units, Johnston and Maine, for 211
It's perfect to have in the background until something happens and you can tune in.
4858.
Especially having a little spare TV with the YouTube app on.
Hey, copy CNN. Domestic on 600 East 115th Street. Good ship. Ringer 807 East 108th Street and 104 1834.
Oh, you're at the movie theater? Oh, piracy, dude. Which one so I can sue them?
25 and 77. Ambulance hit up only. Figure engage. Code 3 and 220. RD 1249.
790-1826, narcotic suspect incident 239 RD 1844, 10507 party incident 260 RD 1822.
Come up.
So you should be favored. Reorient your shop to face a little more west coast.
Look at that Impala.
And then 16300 Vintage Street, North Hill.
White Impala. Scarlet and a new Impala.
489 is requesting backup air unit and supervisor, Johnson, Maine, for 211 suspects. They're facing eastbound.
Johnson and Maine.
9 responding code 3 from 91 in Vermont to Figaro Lake Gauge.
Impalas are expensive. responsive as fuck now.
Suspect at 959 White Knoll Drive, call back. Tenant at location is
Well, like an Impala like this has got to be at least 50.
Her location is 961 White Knoll Drive. Additional incident 245.
What do you guys think? They're swerving side to side and mashing.
24 and 27, the call is 7 Alameda.
I don't know. I can't really tell. That looks like it might be a driver one. Like one that they just painted. Because these days, bro, on a paint job, you could spend 10 to 20.
That was so stupid. Dang, that was so stupid of me. Alright, one more.
Suspect, code 2 call. Approximately 2 hours old. Larger 337.
So sometimes people actually, I don't know. If I like old cars, I like drivers, bro. I want to be able to drive it. Having like a show car like that, I wouldn't want. I mean, they're good as like investments and maybe if you enter car shows and stuff. As a hobby to restore them.
Airten is over Johnson and Main.
Over. We're gonna go one, probably west.
I'd rather have like a nice little something you can drive. You know?
And then start working east. And if that's negative, we'll post that after we start.
That's something where like if you get one scratch, you go into like a 8-month depression. You got a chip on your $20,000 paint job.
4201 Montclair Street. Suspect in mailbox 61195.
You know what's an underrated car? The Ford Galaxy.
Code 2 incident 26790
And one time I see one of the nicest ones I've ever seen. Like the 64 Galaxy. Although I think those are like they drive like shit. They're just to cruise around in. But I seen one time a dude had it was like silver on gray, like a two-tone, where I think the roof was like a gunmetal silver, and then I think there was like 3 layers of silver, or maybe there was like almost like a beige gold at the bottom. It was just like a beautiful fucking color choice, and the way it was separated, and then they had like modern wheels on it, like a little more modern, not too crazy. Dude, that shit was probably one of the nicest cars I've ever seen in person.
Code 2 incident 129 9144.
Correction, 4859 responding.
Look at the 64.5 Galaxy. It's a big old sled. It's like big old Impala, 2-door. It's like an Impala. Big old.
0269 RD 1004.
Big old coupe. It has the 2 big round lights in the back, like Rocket Age. I mean, Impalas are still way better, but those you can get cheap. They're probably like half the price of an Impala.
Temporary plate, Edward Lincoln 73 normal.
Anything Chevy is super expensive.
On the south end, it's a larger profit complex on the right hand side. Invoice still. Invoice still.
Yeah, but the Chevy stuff is so expensive now. Because you can't find, bro, like you can't find. Like how many barn finds you think are left, or how many like project cars are left, you know? Like 60s Impalas. Especially ones that are repairable. Like there's some that they're just like super rust buckets and they just buy them for the title. And they'll like rebuild the whole car from like they were doing the Camaros like that, remember? You could get a whole brand new Camaro and do everything. You just put like the VIN number of the old car.
I guess that's it. Alright. Well, the weekend.
For like 100 or something.
Oh, yeah.
150,000 a while ago. They're way more than that now.
PR in a white Honda Civic 4-door, PR male, black shirt, black pants.
So you could get like a brand new 69 Camaro from the ground
Alright,
up.
yeah. Thanks for checking in on us, y'all. Sorry I couldn't pull through. Yeah, we were at 400 earlier today, but it's up and down, up and down. It is what it
I
is.
like the resto mods.
As always, move with reason, listen to reason. Catch y'all on the next one, man. Stay up, stay out of the way, you know, be cool. Peace.